tiles. You can't do that with Google Maps. You can render your own tiles, or you can go to my employer's website, cloudmade.com, use the style editor, and make your own style of maps. You can emphasize features. You can remove features. You can download the entire planet. 5 gigabytes. Your own planet on your own server. I never even knew that was possible. So we run mapping parties to teach people how to map. We're concentrating on the U.S. for now, but we have eyes on the rest of the world. In some places, there are some cities which are done. For example, Aachen, Germany. For example, Brunswick in Germany. Done. Birmingham, yes, Birmingham, that word, England. He's English, he can pronounce it. So OpenStreetMap.org, also OSM.org, we got that donated from Open Source Media. Woo!
All right, any, I think we're going to squeeze in maybe one more. Anyone else want to go and talk about something exciting? No? All right.
Right.
Ah! It's Nathan Hayes. Speak well. Quite well.
Okay, so my name is Nathan, and I'm from the Ubuntu California team. And I just want to talk a bit about why it's important to encourage new people to your community, whatever that might be. So I'm going to use as an example the Ubuntu community, because I think in the last just about 5 years it's grown in leaps and bounds, which I really thought was impossible. First heard about Ubuntu, to create another vanity distribution by some millionaire, and it's going to, I'm sure, be huge in another 2 months. And 6 months down the road, actually, it was really huge, and I was really surprised. I said, maybe I need to try this. And so, what happens in the open source community is that the more contributors you have, the more ideas you have, the more people who are interested and active and enthusiastic about whatever it is you're doing, the better. The more things happen, the faster things happen. And I think this sort of, I think this applies to basically all communities. And so it's really, really important to get that flow of new people coming in, that flow of new ideas, to engage with people who what is that? That kind of sounds weird. Let me check that out. And the best thing you can do is to make your community as inviting as possible. Whenever I give a talk at a LUG about Ubuntu, we did a computer club one time that was primarily Windows users. One thing I always make sure to have happen is on the projector behind me I have Stellarium, which is a virtual planetarium. I have it queued up to do a sunset. It's a blue sky, and the sun goes down, it looks spectacular. It's like photorealistic almost. And the sun goes down, there's this great splash of sunset colors, and the stars come out. And that always does it. So it's saying not this, this philosophy and this is greatness, but look at all the great stuff you can do just practically. And notice how people, you can participate however you want. You want to have lots of ways people share, forums. Is that fine?
Yes.
And so the more ways you have for people, the better.
Thank you to all of our lightning talk speakers. That was really interesting. So just before we carry on, just a couple of announcements. So first of all, Andy let me know that some of the books that people were signing outside, the produced open source software books, 2 of them have gone missing. So they've gone missing. I'm sure that they were just mistakes because often lots of the O'Reilly books that people give away at conferences. So if you accidentally pick one up and you didn't mean to, if you could just bring it back because it's intended, for the thing that Noel was talking about. So please bring it back. There's a sweet spot. Andy said that if you bring it back, he'll make sure you get a free copy of it anyway. So don't worry, you will get the book that you didn't intend to steal. You have a quick announcement.
Good morning, I'm Mike Lexer. That's fun. Please, let's see a show of hands. Who has attended a Stonehenge party at a previous OSCON in Portland? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, Linux Fund has given away money to open source projects for a decade, and we will be celebrating our 10-year anniversary on Wednesday at 8 p.m. with the help of Randall. So, talk to one of these people who raised their hands to find out what that means, and stop by our booth to get an entry t-shirt. See you there.
Oh, just come now.
Are we beginning now?
All right, so we're going to kick off. We're going to do the same thing we did yesterday in terms of the talks. We've already had some lightning talk, some sessions added to the board out there. Those of you who are new, the way this works is that there's some cards that are available on the table over there or outside. Think of what you'd like to do. If you want to add a session, write your name on it, write the name of the session, a brief description, try and use good handwriting. This is very important, and I know that I'm not one to talk on this topic. So try and write something down, add it to the session, pick a space that you'd like to do the session in. We had some comments yesterday that one of the rooms was difficult because there was 2 sessions in it and the sound was bleeding over. So we've moved session 9 out to the back. So it's right at the back and it's out in the lobby so you'll be able to see it. If anyone feels like we're having this problem with the noise bleeding into the 2 sessions, because again some of the sessions are in multiple rooms, let me know, because we do have some other space we might be able to use as well. So just come and grab me if you feel like it's too loud. What we're going to do as well is we're going to do the thing we did yesterday. We've got about 25, just over 20 minutes before the sessions begin. So if you've got a session you're going to add, come and use the microphone and tell people what your session is. I'll kick this off. I'm going to be doing a session on women and technology at 11 o'clock. And then with my iPod. And then at, I think it's 4:15, I'm going to be doing a session about how do we track community issues, what's the line between bug tracking and whatever else in terms of how we track these fundamental technical issues. So, have a great day, and we're going to have a feedback session at 5 o'clock today, where we can all get together and just wax lyrical about what we can do better next year. Thank you.
Great, thanks a lot. And I know it's tend to take off and go off in the sessions and not always come back at the end. And how about we give a big round of applause to the guys who put this together. The session I'd like to do actually is best practices for unconferences. That's it.
The session I'd like to do is called Strategy and Execution in your community. And this is something that's difficult. There's a lot of people on the group where leaders are about really good ideas. They have specific goals that they want to accomplish. They've got plans about how to get it done. And then they put it in their community one way or another. And it just doesn't actually happen. And so what this is a session that's a little different than others. We're actually going to do a round of silent feedback. I notice in a lot of the sessions there's usually 5% of the people who are in the session are sort of dominating because they've got that alpha gene. So what we're going to do is spend the first 10 minutes talking about strategy, but we're going to do it silently, and we're just going to write ideas on little stickies, and then we're going to put them up on a board and put them up on a wall and gather around. And so talk about the strategies around we're going to do another round of 10 minutes where we're just going to put stickies up of execution ideas. That's execution. How do I get around power? How do I get around money? How do I get around communicating?
Are you going to get in line?
Getting the people who actually have to do the work to understand what the
8 minutes into this.
So we'll spend 10 minutes.
No, if you want to get in line, and if you get this one, you post it on your site.